the soundtrack to the film. I just performed the soundtrack to composed the Academy Grammy Award winning soundtrack for the Ingmar Bergman's The Silence. As the one won all the awards in Cannes films and all that. Hello there, Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy here with. It's like these movies are actually giving me like headaches. They are. These movies are actually like just like heads throbbing just because of how crappy these movies are. It's just, God, this is a pretty crappy way to start this season with Bergman and Fassbender and, I mean, what's his name? The Italian guy. He was good. God, I can't remember his name. De Sica. Yeah, De Sica's movies were pretty good. But they only lure you into a false sense of security that you're gonna have a good season. I mean, at least last season we got Bergman right off the gate with Cries and Whispers, but it's lingering. It's lingering, and here it culminates. Number 210. I don't remember what number this is. Whatever number we're on. Wait a minute, I can figure this out. Yeah, we're on number. No, this is 211. Number 211, Ingmar Bergman's The Silence. 1963, 95 minutes, Swedish, and yeah. For what words there are in the movie, there's barely any dialogue in this film, which I guess contributes to the title, The Silence, or Tystnaden. I think that's the Swedish way of saying it. And I guess this is the final part in the trilogy, or what turned out to be a trilogy that Bergman discovered upon. And there's a part of me that wants to call this the worst, but I still I want to say that Through a Glass Darkly is still the worst. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, Winter Light was at least, like I said, Winter Light was a decent movie. It wasn't as good as The Magic Flute or Wild Strawberries, but it was a decent film. But this Silence, this is oh boy, yeah. So all right, well, I'll just get this out of the way. Let's get the talking out of the way. So, plot: there's two sisters, Esther and who's the other one? Anna. And Anna has a son named Johann. They're traveling on a train. They stop in this place, Tomkin, I think the name of the place is. I don't know the name of it. I'll look it up. It's Tomkin, I think, or something like that. And because Esther's really sick, and so they stop and they rent this, they stay in this hotel, and Esther basically rests and works on her. She's a translator, a literary translator. She sits around, smokes cigarettes, and masturbates, basically. That's her whole day. And Anna, on the other hand, goes out and tries to find guys to fuck, basically. That's the plot of the film. And Anna she really resents Esther's presence. She resents the fact that, Esther's is this helpless, sick woman. And there's a lot of the movie's really about communication and or lack of communication as well. It doesn't help that they go to this country, they live in this town where nobody seems to know the language. They can't figure out the language, and so they basically get by with either attempting it. Esther attempts to learn the language from this elderly porter who Johann befriends. And then, or like Anna, just doesn't even worry about it and hopes for the best, such as the guy that she eventually starts sleeping with. Yeah, Johann, the little boy, by the way, because Anna's always going out and he basically left to his own devices, so he runs around and he falls in with this bad crowd of circus dwarfs or circus. They call them circus dwarfs. Aren't they circus little people? I'm not sure, but yeah. Apologies to all the shorter individuals out there who I'm still kind of blanking on the proper term, but anyway, through the circus they dress him up and they perform shows and all that. Yeah, Johann basically runs around and just gets himself into trouble, and he ends up seeing Anna and her man kiss and all that, and tells Esther, and Esther's like, "What the hell? What are you doing, Sean? Your son?" So she goes to see them, and she basically tells her off and says, it's like, if you like want to do this, go right ahead, but it's just, whatever you got to do. And then Anna's like, well, get out, get out, get out, yelling at her, and he's like, you're sick, you're just as sick as I think she kind of says, you're just as sick as I am, Anna. And she's like, she don't want to hear this. But anyway, so Anna's all pissed, so she takes Johann with her. They leave Esther. They take off, and so Esther reads this. Esther starts to deteriorate, starts to have really bad sweats and spasms, and freaks out and starts to write this note to Johann. And Johann comes back, and I guess they haven't left yet. I thought they had left. It seems like there was a lot of time that came between when they said goodbye or when she announced it versus like when she starts having these sweats, So it's weird that they're still sitting around and they're hearing her scream and all that, and it's like they're not doing anything. But then again, Johann seems to like slowly bond with Esther over the movie because his mom's not around, so he tries to, and she tries to bond with him too. He's a little weirded out by it at first, but he cools to her. And so anyway, basically he comes back and comforts her, and then she gives him the letter that she wrote. They go off on the train. He reads it. Anna looks at it, doesn't care, opens the window, gets wet by the rain, and he keeps reading, and that's the end of the movie. That's the end of it. We don't know what she wrote to him. But what I'd like to believe, my interpretation of it, and this is me being Criterion, this is me being very, very, I think I've come across something, I like to think that, in the time that, because Esther, attempted to learn the language, and the letter says, all we see is the dedication to Johann, words in a foreign language. And so I think what happens at the end is Johann, I think she wrote him a letter in the language from the town. Timoka, that's it, Timoka. Anna, passes it off. However, she doesn't know because she doesn't even, she won't even accept what's in it. She doesn't care what's in it. She'll basically, she basically passes it off. Yet, if she knew what was in it, then, Johann will learn. Johann's going to learn whatever this is. And, I think there's probably, she's probably telling Johann everything he needs to know about his mother, and that's how I'm interpreting it. That's my interpretation of the movie, or at least the ending. I think it's just, Esther, just educated herself of this place and was able to, tell people, tell Johann, dude, this is what's going on, if you're going to grow up, if you're going to survive with this woman, you need to know this about her, And while Esther, Anna's just basically just getting herself, all sexy with the rain falling on her, Johann is educating himself on this woman that he calls mom, or mama. Yeah, so that's my interpretation of it. Don't say I ever didn't give you guys interpretations. That being said, the movie still sucks. The movie's still a horrendous piece of crap, all the sex, and it's like, I don't care about the sex. Like, who wants sex? I want plot. I want plot, and I want dialogue. I don't want people staring at each other. I don't want people. But I guess the silence also is representative of the the wedge driven between Anna and Esther, as well as the fact that they live in a town where, they don't understand the language. So silence is the only answer, I guess. Now, what does this have to do with God? Considering the last two movies are about like spirituality and God, I have no fucking clue. I couldn't tell you. It's like Through a Glass Darkly is God, and then Winter Light is God, and then the silence is yeah, that's all I can really say about this one. Bergman, come on, man, make a good movie. I know you've got it in you. I mean, how many more? I'm actually gonna take a second here. How many more do we have? How many more friggin' Bergman movies do we have? Let's just find out how many more damn movies we have from Bergman. I'm looking at the list right now of all the Bergman films. So after The Silence, we got, next we got Ingmar Bergman makes a movie, but that's not technically. It's Bergman, but it's not directed by Bergman. Let's see, and then we got Scenes from a Marriage, which is coming up actually very soon. Oh, God. Sooner than I want it to. Smiles of a Summer Night. Jesus. The Fanny and Alexander is coming up. Oh, Jesus, number 261. Oh boy, this is gonna be painful. And then The Virgin Spring, Sawdust and Tinsel, The Magician, Summer Interlude, Summer with Monica, and looks like that's probably it. Oh, and Persona. I forgot about Persona. Was dropped in number 701. So yeah, that'll be another season 7. Will start with Bergman as well. So yeah, we got some Bergman coming, but a lot of these, I think Wild Strawberry. When did Wild Strawberries come out? Now I'm curious though, because Wild Strawberries was, like I said, a decent film, and that was probably, what was that? That was like the 50s, I think. When did that come out? Wild Strawberries was 57, yeah. So I like to believe that was probably that might be a decent film, although it was the same year as The Seventh Seal. The Seventh Seal is crap. So, yeah, I don't know about you, Bergman. I wish you just stop making stupid movies. All right, I'm done talking to you guys about that. The Silence. What do I rate it? Is it an F? Yeah. At least Through a Glass Darkly had a decent plot. Not a decent plot, but a clearer plot. A slightly clearer plot than The Silence. Which is why I think I gave that F+, I think. I think I gave it an F+. Maybe that was Lola. I can't remember my ratings. It's like I suppress my ratings as much as I try to suppress these movies. So yeah, Silence. So once again, just like Dreyer and Fassbinder, Through Glass Darkly, crappy movie, but not the worst. Winterlight, decent movie, not the best. Silence, a decent contender for the worst movie by the director. So there you are. Alright, and that's enough of that. Yeah, so Silence F sucks. A 10-minute Peter Cowie talks about the movie and the sexy trailer and crap, and yeah. Alright, so that's it for today. Hope you're still watching, although you're not. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe there are a few of you out there who don't like Bergman as much as I do. Who aren't big fans of Bergman. And for you guys, thank you for sticking around, So anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, tomorrow I am going to be at work, so no review tomorrow. Saturday, so here's the plan. So yeah, Saturday we will get to Saturday we got Ingmar Bergman Makes a Movie. I actually am going to work all day on next Tuesday. So so that there will be no review on Tuesday. We'll be doing our normal schedule. Because of that, we're gonna do the pornographers on Monday as well. Because I have all day, and there's no reason for me to keep going out of order just for Richard III. So we'll just keep going at it. We'll keep going in the same. So Monday, pornographers. Wednesday, Richard III. Thursday, we got Devil and Daniel Webster, and then Knife in the Water next Saturday, and that will be and then that one's on its way. Then the Rules of the Game next Monday, and then Tokyo Story, and then Le Cercle Rouge, La Strada, and then Naked Lunch, which I just happened to find on the shelves of the library yesterday, so I picked it up. And hang on to this for 2 or 3 weeks, or whenever the hell we get to this one. But yeah, so we're on our way. We're making progress, and yeah, I'm hoping you guys will stick along for the ride, because I have faith. I have hope and faith that we're coming up to some good movies. I mean, we got Kurosawa coming up. Number 221 is Ikiru. You can't go wrong with Kurosawa. Well, not even Redbeard was deep. No, although I want to say Redbeard, but I'm thinking about Redbeard. But anyway, no, we're not thinking about Redbeard. Let's stay here. So anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Morals: don't have sex in front of your son. Try to learn a language when you visit a town, and don't abandon your siblings. In their time of need. Don't do it. Don't go out looking for sex when you need to be staying home with your kin. Don't do that. It's not cool. So anyway, yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on Saturday for Ingmar Bergman Makes a Movie, directed by Vilgot. Oh God, the curious guy. Oh, Curious George, Curious Vilgot. And until then, goodbye.